Yeah.
That's an actual thing.
Every morning.
Wait, are you gonna move like fat from one area to another, or just take it, get it taken out?
Well, since you said that I had a small dick earlier,
I didn't say that. I did not say that.
I remember that.
you implied it.
No, you said your dick is smaller as it gets harder or something like that.
Oh, I said
Okay.
No, that was after you were making fun of Smack, and then
I was not making fun of Smack. God damn it.
and all the racist shit you were saying.
Oh hell no, dude.
Yuri
Jesus
looks
Christ.
harmless, but he's on everyone's bumper.
I am not on
Heavy.
everyone's bumper. What?
Are we worried about 1090 Jake's new accusations of snitching that are floating around?
That he snitched?
I'm not worried regardless, but from what I saw in the document, it basically sounds like like some kid shot his fucking window out with a pellet gun or something. And that I don't know if he called the cops or who called the cops, but somebody called the cops. And from the statement that I saw, which I don't have no idea if it's real or not, but it would appear that he talked to the cops about it.
Well,
what happened?
I can't really
no
speak
idea.
on it because I haven't read the paperwork, and this is also on the heels of the news story that he did.
Probably Boston Richie misinformation.
Well, I think that it's just people are going to put him under more of a microscope, considering he's the voice of snitch exposure.
Because if it is real, it's like somebody had to go hard to get this shit. Some random ass like paperwork from back in the day. I don't know.
But if you're telling on a kid who broke your window, like, is that like serious snitching?
like snitching. Definitely snitching.
There's no like spectrum to snitching. It's just
if somebody do something to me and I call the cops for any fucking reason, that's snitching, bro.
What if you're driving on the street and someone rear ends you and you guys have to exchange information?
Then you don't have to call the cops to exchange information. You only call the cops if somebody's hurt. I feel like the only valid reason to probably call the cops is like if somebody breaks in your house or something. You feel me? Like then that's like, yo, somebody broke in my house, or if somebody steals your car, or you gotta call the police and make a fucking police report, obviously.
I think a traffic stop is a lot different than a shooting.
Well, but if it's a BB gun thing where it's like if I see some kid who's like 16 shooting my window out, I'm not gonna beat up a 16-year-old kid. So I'm gonna prove a point and be like, bro, I'm gonna call the cops in your ass.
Beat the 16-year-old kid.
You're not a street dude, so nobody gives a fuck if you call the cops.
I could not call the cops on said 16-year-old.
Well, what Bell said,
we beat for 16-year-olds.
He's getting beat up. Little niggas getting beat up, bro. Straight up.
But what Bell said kind of makes sense too. Like if
but that is why like a gang member would be like, no, I'm not gonna snitch on a 16-year-old because like they actually beef with like 16-year-olds realistically,
Right.
like, in certain places at least.
Active gang members are 16.
Literally, I was gonna say that's like the most dangerous fucking age.
Good point.
Yeah,
them niggas you gotta watch out for.
That is literally peak putting in work age.
Yeah.
But like, no, what Bell said is low key true at the end of the day, because if someone breaks into your house, and obviously you don't catch them, but you come home and someone did a B&E,
broken your shit,
and you need to, if you're going to get reimbursed by your homeowners or your renter's insurance, and they need to have a police report as a result, you could fill out a police report and not implicate anybody. And if you're doing that, then that's not snitching.
This is what happened. Yeah.
However,
if that's like a snitching loophole.
No. Listen,
if I go to court and be like, he's the one that did it.
No. Listen. Even
that's valid. Full on.
That's snitching.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
But even more. But even what I just described is potentially snitching as well, and I'll tell you how. The police come to the house. They look for evidence. They dust for fingerprints. They find someone's prints. This winds up implicating them. Boom, you just snitched. Because of due to you making that call, someone is now behind bars.
I don't really think that's
that
snitching.
seems like a more viable loophole to snitching.
I think that's like just being responsible.
However, this is all different from the original definition of snitching, which strictly was if we hit a lick together, or we do a crime together, and I want to reduce my sentence, and I tell on you, that's like the textbook.
Yeah, I don't feel like if I, decide to join a gang that I therefore should have to fucking defend every criminal. I have to be on the side of every person who's breaking the law. Like, no. If you take my phone, I'm calling the cops.
That is the oath you took when you got jumped in, brother.
It's to protect all criminals.
Not even criminals, but your homies in there. Just
Icon is the one that pricks your finger when they give you the oath.
But okay, I'm going to tell you, like, when I first got my phone stolen when I was in my early 20s in New York City. Like some guy just ran by the table that we were sitting at this cafe and just boom, took my sidekick and just goes off running. I fucking chased after him. I couldn't catch him. As soon as I realized it was stolen or that this happened and that I wasn't going to get it back, they're like, oh, if you want to get an insurance claim, you have to call the cops and do a police report. So I did so. And that was the day that I became a snitch. When I told on this random guy on the Lower East Side.
He was 17. He was 17.
Guys, I gotta go.
Black.
Oh my god.
With a hoodie.
We all get up like, yeah.
I think he had an 8-ball jacket, like Putty. Remember Putty?
Those are fire.
Now
Wait,
you're giving a description and everything.
Yeah, I told
20
him.
years later.
I told him, yeah.
Oh
I just
20 years later.
because I'm running, I'm chasing after the 8-ball jacket. You know, I'm just staring at it. Just
The
thinking
first
like,
Section 8 jacket out there 20 years ago.
No, this is way before that year.
Wait, hold on, let me ask you guys this though. A long time ago in downtown LA, I was robbed at gunpoint by 3 dudes, right? No, hold on, no, that's not my question. I know I snitched because I had to. This is gonna look bad for me tomorrow. I called the police. I was like, "Yo, 3 dudes with guns and masks just robbed me and my friend and pistol whipped my homie." Blah blah. Right. Anyways, I'm not gang affiliated, all that stuff, so it's fine. But if I was,
that's pretty valid.
And that same thing happened to me. And if I was gang affiliated, I should just like take it on the chin, be like, "Oh,
we gotta
just
get it back in blood."
You gotta make the phone call and find out who did it.
Exactly. If you're gang affiliated, you know whose neighborhood you're in. You try to
actually yes.
You can get it back in blood.
There's like levels to your own police work.
Like I could tell you right now if someone's hitting a lick downtown, it's one of 10 possible neighborhoods.
Yeah, for sure.
So you have to go around and I just ask around to these 10 different neighborhoods.
It's not gonna be hard because niggas talk. People are gonna like say shit.
So I'm
you're gonna be able
you have a ring camera, so you know that it was the white Corolla that they got in when they left.
Okay.
And you'll know, and depending on where in downtown it is, that kind of narrows it down further. Like it's, you know, there's protocol, but
that sounds like a very stressful life.
The streets talk.
Well,
it's all everybody.
It's very stressful when you have to go hit that lick back.
It is.
Oh shit.
So then we're just podcasting on the phone.
Because, but to add a layer of stress, because you're a gang member and you got robbed, that makes you look crazy. Not
really?
To the streets in general.
Yes.
It makes your hood look crazy too.
Because you got caught slipping like
that fool from fucking Russian Teresa got fucking got fucking robbed.
Oh god.
Who's gonna chime in on this?
He's calling his gangbanger homie.
Yo.
1090, how you living?
What's good, bro?
What's going on? They're trying to smear your name. We got to talk about it.
Man, they tight right now. I talked to the person who put it out, and you know he's saying his whole reasoning behind it was off the Boston Richie shit. He said he got ties to the industry, so it seems like ever since I did that video on bruh, they trying to find any little thing they can get to make me go away type shit.
Yeah, I figured. What actually happened in that situation though that was described in the paperwork?
Bro, that whole shit lame as hell. So basically, my aunt had some shit in her room. You know, I don't want to fucking give too many details on shit, but she used to have guns and shit. And I was locked out of the room. So I went outside and I popped the window with a fucking pellet rifle twice. I shoot the window right above where the lock switch is, so I can stick like a pen or a pencil in the hole and flip open the lock and then open up the window from the outside. So when I popped the shit, I shot it the first time, it made a little hole. I shot it the second time, made a big ass hole. So I'm like, all right, fuck, now I need to make up a story. So I call her and tell her this whole story. Yeah, I heard a shot, da-da-da-da-da. I seen this, I seen that. She ends up calling the police. Police come, whatever. That's where the whole fucking narrative came from. It says in the paperwork, nobody was found, nobody existed. It was more so I tried to get into her shit, shot it, told her a story. She ended up calling the police.
That's genius.
That's a huge reach. They trying to fucking bury my boy Jake for no fucking reason. He didn't. That's not telling right there at all.
That's not snitching. That's not even the.
So and this is the thing, bro. And it's like everything has come back down to the same thing, right? With everyone that's tried to say something about me whether it was speaking with the news about the prison shit, whether anything, it all comes back down to, oh, he's white, oh, we ain't listening to a cracker, oh, we don't want to hear a culture vulture, oh, we don't want to this, we don't want to that. It all comes back down to the same shit. You know what I mean? So it's like, it seems like there's a fucking campaign in which they don't want to believe a rapper snitched. And even if that rapper snitched, they try to discredit it with, oh, but he's white, so we're not going to listen to him. He shouldn't even be allowed to speak on anything that doesn't involve white people.
Interesting.
Yeah, definitely. I figured it was some bullshit. When I read it, I was like, this sounds like the most minor disturbance possible. But yeah, that makes sense.
Well, I mean, there's some good that came out of it too, though, bro, because I actually now have the paperwork from my interrogation when I went to prison. And I mean, I'll send you that after this if y'all want to throw that up there. But that's an actual case where I went to prison behind it and my co-defendant told on me. This situation right here was completely fucking made up. Nobody was investigated. Nobody was nothing. But I mean, I might have the record for the fastest interrogation out there. So I'm sure y'all will throw that up there and tell these rappers how they're supposed to handle their interrogations.
All right. I like it. 1090, forever solid.
All right, bro. Hit me up.
My man, I appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
Much love.
Rocking with y'all and y'all rocking with me.
I already knew it was bullshit.
That's an interesting story. I would have never thought
that sounds like
that.
some shit I would have did as a fucking kid too. Like, oh shit, I gotta cover this up. I used to always fucking make shit up to try to cover up shit that I would do back
No,
then.
very smart. Very
I have my
smart.
little brother taking the blame for me sometimes. Like, yo, please tell Ma you did this, bro. Like,
And like
please,
that, and that's my whole point. It's literally what we were just saying
Like,
a few minutes ago. Doing that, nobody, and this was like an instance where there wasn't even any crime.
Anyone, yeah, there's no one he could have blamed.
But
so.
even beyond that,
He
even
definitely
if there
told on
was,
himself right now.
Yeah,
Well,
if anything, I mean,
but even if there was a B&E or something like that, like there's no actual person to blame. So it's.
So when you talk to the cops about an imaginary person, it's not snitching?
I mean,
who you snitching on a ghost?
I'm just fucking around.
That becomes a gray area at a certain
That's
point.
what I'm saying. Like, if you really want to get real critical.
Nah, we're
Talking
talking
to the
about
cops
doing something and getting in trouble for it and then telling. That's like,
Shout out to Jakey.
Talking to the cops in any capacity is not fun. It's not what you're supposed to do.